The crowd was watching Tokyo Blade's 2.5D stage play when the scene switched to the movie set. The director told Aqua and Akane to take a short break, and soon the actors were introduced. Meanwhile, Ruby visited Ai's grave. She said 4 months had passed since Bikamachi's first live show, and the group had gained a lot of fans. Aqua kept taking new acting jobs and was still dating Akane. Ruby said she still aimed to perform at the Dome for Ai's sake. Aqua, Akane, and Kana started preparing for the Tokyo Blade stage play. Akane brought up Kana, and Aqua said he didn't mind since they only had a few scenes together. Deep down, he wasn't passionate about acting. He only used it to uncover the truth about Ai. To get closer to that goal, he planned to stay near Kindaichi, the play's director. Later, the producer Raida praised the actors' efforts and discussed their potential. Kindaichi pointed out that Kana, Akane, and Taiki all had talent worth watching. When Kana and Taiki performed, their chemistry stood out, and afterward, Taiki invited Kana to dinner. She agreed and brought Melt along, hoping to discuss acting. Akane quietly wrote notes, impressed by Kana's growth. By day 3 of rehearsals, everyone had started bonding. Akane noticed Aqua sitting alone, and he told her he was watching Kana. He believed Kana had learned to balance her performance and might even outshine Akane this time. Akane wasn't happy but stayed focused. When her turn came, Kindaichi asked for a more intense delivery, and she nailed it on the second try. Akane knew her character, Princess Saya, wasn't central to the story. She tried to shape Saya's emotions, though the stage version made her more battle-hungry than her original self. Despite not liking the rewrite, Akane started feeling attached to the role. By the 5th day, GOA, the scriptwriter, joined rehearsals. Aqua said the script was strong, but still debated changes with GOA and Kindaichi. Akane shared her concerns about Saya's shallow writing. GOA agreed to adjust it, but Kindaichi refused, saying it'd only clutter the story. Then, the manga's author, Abiko Samejima, arrived. She was shy but watched everyone perform. In the end, she surprised everyone by asking the staff to rewrite the entire script. Back on the day of Tokyo Blade's first meeting, Aqua and Kana showed up at the building where the stage play would be filmed. Outside, they ran into Melt, who was all smiles and said he was glad to work with them again. He could tell they weren't too hyped about it, so he promised he'd gotten better since the Sweet Today shoot. After chatting for a bit, the three of them went inside, where Raida introduced himself, Kindaichi, and the rest of the cast. Soon after, Akane came over to Aqua, saying she loved theater and would help him if he needed it. Meanwhile, Melt and Kana whispered about Aqua and Akane's thing and their new Tokyo Blade roles. Later, Melt brought up Sweet Today again, saying he wished Kana had been tougher on him back then. He admitted that might have helped him realize how bad he was earlier. Still, he was determined to redeem himself this time. The story then jumped to Abiko and Yoriko drinking at a bar. Abiko, a famous manga artist, asked Yoriko for advice since Yoriko's story had already been adapted into anime and TV drama. Abiko wanted her to tag along to the Tokyo Blade rehearsals, and Yoriko agreed. Before leaving, Abiko went to brush her teeth, and Yoriko started thinking about how manga authors often struggle when people adapt their work. She knew Abiko wouldn't be the type to compromise. Back in the present, Abiko stood before Raida and said she wanted the entire Tokyo Blade script rewritten. She reminded him she'd asked for revisions many times before, but someone from his team had brushed her off, saying she'd like the script once she saw the actors perform it. GOA, the writer, apologized and asked what she wanted changed. Abiko pointed out how he ignored her requests and accused him of not even reading the original story properly. Raida had to pull her aside before things got worse. Yoriko then reflected on how messy these adaptation fights get, with both sides misunderstanding each other. Abiko finally demanded GOA be removed from the project, saying she'd rewrite the whole thing herself and didn't even want payment. GOA later told Raida he didn't want credit for something he didn't write. Raida was conflicted but agreed to move forward. Rehearsals were paused until the new script arrived. While everyone talked about the chaos, Aqua overheard Akane's group discussing a stage-around play. Curious, he asked what it was, admitted he wasn't into theater much, and Akane suggested they go see one together. Ruby excitedly told Frill and Minami that Bikamachi got featured in Playboy magazine. The girls chatted for a while, but Ruby felt left out since she couldn't add much to their talk. Later, she went back to Strawberry Productions and asked Miyako to get them more concert gigs. Miyako said she'd wait until Kana finished filming for Tokyo Blade. Soon after, Kana arrived and mentioned that rehearsals were on hold, and Aqua was watching the Smash Heaven stage-around play with Akane. At the theater, Aqua admitted the play was way better than he expected, praising everything from the story to the visuals. Akane smiled, happy to see him impressed. Then, Raida appeared and greeted them, saying he was behind Smash Heaven's production. He told them how much he enjoyed seeing happy audiences. Aqua brought up Tokyo Blade's script, and Raida sighed, saying Abiko was being stubborn with her demands. Aqua said Abiko didn't understand stage plays and doubted she could deliver a solid script. Raida revealed GOA wrote Smash Heaven and praised his talent, saying he didn't want to remove him from Tokyo Blade. Aqua said Raida was the only one who could fix the issue and left with Akane, planning to help GOA. Later, Aqua, Akane, Kana, and Melt visited Yoriko's home. Yoriko welcomed them in, and while chatting, Aqua explained he wanted her help because she was close to Abiko. Yoriko revealed Abiko used to be her assistant but had poor social skills and a superiority complex since her manga became a big hit. When asked to help, Yoriko said she couldn't interfere but promised to pass an envelope from Aqua to Abiko. Yoriko later visited Abiko, finding her overworked and living in chaos. They argued about writing and communication, but eventually apologized and made peace. Yoriko advised Abiko to learn to compromise. Taking her words to heart, Abiko went to watch Smash Heaven with the ticket Aqua had sent, ready to rethink her approach to Tokyo Blade's script. Abiko sat in the audience, quietly watching Raida's Smash Heaven stage around play. The performance hit her differently this time, and after it ended, she went straight to Raida's office. Raida told her that the Tokyo Blade stage script might not turn out great if things stayed the same. He mentioned that GOA, the writer behind Smash Heaven, was the real deal, and suggested letting him handle the Tokyo Blade script. Abiko thought back to Yoriko's advice about trust and compromise, then agreed, but only if Raida met one condition. Later, Raida arranged a video call with Abiko, GOA, and her editor. The goal was simple: fix the script together and get along. As they worked, Abiko admitted she liked GOA's writing style and wanted that same spark in Tokyo Blade. They tossed out weak parts, added new ones, and by the end, the script felt alive. When Kana read it, she wasn't impressed. She felt it missed the soul of the original, but Akane loved it. The new version of Princess Saya matched how she always saw the character. Others were split, but rehearsals began anyway. Kindaichi guided everyone, but he stopped Aqua midway, telling him to put real emotion into his lines. Akane tried to cheer him up, but Kana gave it to him straight and told him to draw emotion from real pain. That hit Aqua hard. He remembered Ai's death, and it shattered him. His breakdown left everyone frozen. Later, Akane took him to rest at Taishi's place, where she learned Aqua suffered from PTSD that never truly healed. When she found him again, he was trapped in memories of Ai. Seeing him broken, she hugged him tight and told him she was on his side. Aqua didn't get it, but Akane already had a theory about who he really was. Akane sat beside Aqua, quietly deciding she'd look out for him no matter what. Later, she joined Aqua and Taishi in his office. After Aqua left, Taishi showed her some of Aqua's old acting tapes. Watching them, Akane understood why Aqua acted the way he did: controlled, calm, and always distant. After talking more about his past, Akane found Aqua on the balcony. She asked why he chose acting, but he stayed quiet. She admitted she acted because it was fun, then pushed him to open up. Aqua finally told her his acting came from darker emotions. Akane said she'd still support him, but in return, she wanted his help to outshine Kana in the Tokyo Blade play. They agreed and went back to Taishi, who said Aqua needed to perform with real emotion to fit the new script. Meanwhile, Ruby and Minami met Melt. Ruby asked about Aqua since he hadn't come home. Melt mentioned Akane, which made Ruby curious, but Minami told her to drop it. Ruby joked Aqua wouldn't do anything stupid, then changed the topic. When she went to the restroom, Kamoshida tried to flirt with Minami. Melt came back, lied that Kindaichi wanted to see Kamoshida, then sent him away. Kamoshida insulted Melt before leaving him bitter. Later, Ruby bragged she got Kamoshida's contact, but Kana blocked him, saying he was bad news. At the theater, Kana and Akane argued backstage. Kana revealed she was Akane's inspiration to start acting, and that stirred tension. Akane admitted she once admired Kana, but now had reasons not to. Their rivalry heated up, and both girls tried to prove who was better. Taiki said they were both talented but believed Kana would win since they were partners. Finally, the crowd gathered. Abiko and Goe arrived nervous, and Taishi watched from the audience, hoping Aqua would give his all on stage. The Tokyo Blade stage play kicked off with the narrator setting the tone, explaining the story while the cast appeared in short preview shots. The curtains rose, and Taiki and Kana hit the stage first, both giving strong performances that pulled the audience in. Soon after, Aqua stepped in alongside Taiki, matching his energy with sharp timing and emotion. The first act ended smoothly, and the crowd was hooked. Act 2 began with Aqua explaining that it focused on the clash between the Shinjuku and Shibuya factions, with Blade leading one side. On stage, Kamoshida and Melt took over the spotlight. Melt believed Kamoshida was talented, though his womanizing reputation often overshadowed it. A flashback showed this performance happened earlier, during rehearsals, when Raida and Masaya were watching them. Raida thanked Masaya for introducing him to Kamoshida, but questioned why Melt was chosen. Masaya admitted it was personal. He wanted Melt to grow as an actor. Back in the present, Melt and Kamoshida continued their performance. Masaya, sitting in the audience, watched closely, knowing Yoriko, Melt's biggest critic, was there too. Melt's scene started slow, and the crowd felt his energy didn't match Kamoshida's. Yoriko could tell he wasn't carrying the same vibe as his manga counterpart, and even Kamoshida looked frustrated, thinking he had to tone down his own act. Flashes of Melt's memories appeared. His time on Sweet Today, his early success, and Aqua's advice to give everything in his key scenes. Remembering that, Melt dug deep and delivered a powerful shift. He finally connected with his role, channeling raw emotion that surprised everyone, including Yoriko. When the act ended, the audience was stunned. Backstage, Kamoshida gave Melt a nod of respect, and Aqua told him he did great. Melt smiled, saying it was the first time he'd really had fun performing. Kana and Kamoshida were giving it their all on stage, fully locked into their Tokyo Blade roles. Kamoshida noticed Kana slipping in some ad-libs that weren't in the script, and instead of being thrown off, he went with it, impressed by how natural she made it look. A moment later, Aqua stepped in and delivered his lines smoothly, blending perfectly with the energy on stage. The lights shifted, and Akane appeared as Princess Saya, commanding the scene with her calm but sharp presence. Out in the audience, Abiko watched closely, holding both the manga and the stage script in her lap. She had her own expectations for how Saya should feel. Strong, conflicted, and alive. When Akane began her performance, Abiko's expression changed. She could see Saya's essence right there on stage, and it hit her harder than she expected. Meanwhile, Aqua, Taiki, Kana, and the rest continued moving through the story with tight coordination and clean transitions. During a heated scene between Kana and Akane, Kana couldn't figure out why Akane always seemed cold toward her. Deep down, Akane admitted she didn't want to lose to Kana because she was the reason she became an actress in the first place. Her mind drifted back to childhood, watching Kana on TV with her parents, dreaming of acting but too shy to try. Her mom found a pamphlet for a local theater group called Ajusai, and her dad told her maybe one day she'd be Kana's friend. Akane worked hard, studied, auditioned, and that's when she met Kana in person for the first time. A rigged audition exposed how unfair the industry could be, and Kana, already famous, told Akane that talent alone wasn't enough. That moment stayed with Akane for years. Now, facing her idol again on stage, she poured every emotion into her role, showing the version of Kana she missed, the bold, selfish dreamer who once inspired her. When Kana saw that fire return, she stepped back and let Akane shine. The curtain fell, leaving Akane torn between pride and guilt. Aqua found her backstage, offering quiet reassurance. She told him she still wanted to surpass the Kana she once adored, and Aqua understood exactly what she meant. Melt and Kamoshida took the stage for their part in the Tokyo Blade stage-around play, putting their energy into every move as the crowd watched closely. Once their scene wrapped, things shifted backstage, where Kana was chatting with Taiki about her recent performance with Akane. Kana explained that she'd been acting more like a coordinator for Akane and the others, helping balance everyone's flow. Taiki laughed about his glasses mishap before Kana noticed him studying the script again. He admitted he was nervous about Akane outshining them in the next act, so he planned to throw in some ad-libs and wanted Kana to roll with it. Kana agreed, ready to match his energy on stage. Soon, Aqua and Taiki stepped into their scene. Taiki pushed hard, wanting Aqua to go all in, but Aqua held back, lost in his own reasons for keeping control. Nearby, two cast members quietly debated his approach. Smart, yes, but risky too. Then Akane and Kana entered, and during the act, Kana slipped into Aqua's arms, picking up on his rhythm instantly. Their chemistry clicked, and Aqua's smooth improvisation caught her off guard. In that flow, something clicked inside Kana. She could feel Aqua silently pushing her to take the spotlight again, to stop hiding behind the coordinator role. Her mind flashed back to her childhood, remembering how her mother had lived through her early fame, then slowly fell apart when that fame faded. Her father drifted away, and Kana learned the hard truth that talent didn't matter if people didn't like working with you. She changed herself to survive, but now, Aqua's words lit that fire she'd buried years ago. Kana stepped forward with raw power, reclaiming her old spark, and everyone noticed. The confidence, the emotion, the real Kana. Aqua watched quietly, knowing she'd found it again. Then came Akane's big moment. Her self-sacrifice scene. She fell beautifully, and Aqua knelt beside her, his performance bleeding with emotion and pain. Flashbacks cut through Aqua's mind, Taishi talking about panic attacks, guilt, and revenge. Taishi once told him to use that pain in his acting, to let it bleed through the role. Now, on stage, Aqua did exactly that. When Taiki disarmed him, Aqua bit down hard, shocking everyone watching. The play's energy froze for a second. Inside, Aqua felt the truth burn. Acting, for him, wasn't art anymore. It was revenge. It all starts with a flashback where a young Aqua and Ruby sit in a theater with Ai, watching one of Aqua's old films. Ai smiles proudly and tells him he's got real talent, wishing he'll become a great actor someday. Then, the story jumps to the present, where Aqua and the crew are performing in the Tokyo Blade stage play. Kana notices how deeply Aqua pours emotion into his role, and the crowd can feel it. Soon after, Aqua drifts into a dark dream. He's standing over Ai's body, and a shadowy version of himself tells him he can't live happily until he takes revenge on Ai's killer. Aqua rejects the darkness, saying he'll use that pain to fuel his performance instead. When he wakes from the dream, the play goes on. Taiki, Kana, and Akane give everything they've got, and Aqua starts thinking about miracles, wondering what life could have been if Ai was still alive. As the play ends, Aqua holds Akane close, tears falling down his face. Akane later joins Yuki and the others backstage, who praise her acting, though she humbly says Taiki and Kana were even better. Meanwhile, Kana celebrates that the stage play is almost over and talks about how Aqua and Akane pushed her to improve. She swears she'll surpass Akane one day. Elsewhere, Kindaichi and Masaya discuss the cast, and though Kindaichi praises Akane, he admits someone else impressed him more. Then, Raida gets word that some reps want to meet him, but he delays it. Later, Aqua is seen alone in a restroom, staring at several DNA samples. He mutters that another play is about to begin. After the show, everyone heads to a restaurant. Kana hesitates to go, but when Aqua agrees to come, she joins too. There, Aqua questions Kindaichi about his past with La La Lai, but Kindaichi dodges the topic. So, Taiki drags everyone to a bar, trying to loosen him up. The drinks flow, Kindaichi gets drunk, praises Aqua, and passes out. Taiki apologizes for not getting answers, but Aqua says it's fine, then quietly drops a DNA report on the table. Turns out Aqua and Taiki share the same father. Aqua finally faces Taiki after finding out they might share the same father. The truth hits hard. It means Aqua, Taiki, and Ruby are half-siblings. To clear things up, Aqua follows Taiki to his place, where Taiki opens up about his past. His parents died in a double suicide, and his father's name was Seijuro Uehara. Hearing that name stuns Aqua, especially when he learns Seijuro is already gone. Taiki admits he hated his father so much that he started using his mother's family name instead. After that, Aqua heads home, tells Ruby what's going on, and quietly reflects on everything he's learned. Later, Kana drops by to check on Aqua while he's scrolling through old messages from Akane. He starts wondering if he even deserves a normal, happy life anymore. Meanwhile, Memcho, Kana, and Ruby are hyped about their YouTube channel almost hitting 20,000 subscribers. Memcho suggests doing some room tour videos, so they start with Kana's room.
Yeah, boy.
Kana shows off all her unused luxury items, but laughs it off, saying she's still good with money. That night, Ruby comes home, stares at her Ai posters, and decides to take them down. She doesn't want people to know she's Ai's daughter. Lying in bed, she thinks about naming her group B Komachi to honor Ai's dream, and one day meet Guru again. Later, the girls chat about Memcho's new music video plan, but Kana worries her Tokyo Blade shows might clash with it. Memcho assures her she'll handle it. Soon after, Memcho meets Miyako about a new song request. Miyako reveals she asked Hiruma, the same composer who once wrote for Ai. Aqua shows interest but keeps his distance, still haunted by thoughts of his father. Ruby pushes Miyako to have Hiruma finish early, and Miyako convinces him to do it. Kana thinks Hiruma's ego is slowing him down, so Miyako sends him Ruby's vocals. Hearing her sing sparks his motivation again. As the Tokyo Blade stage play wraps up, Aqua starts wondering what comes next. When Ruby and the others invite him to join them in Miyazaki, he hesitates for a moment, then decides to go. Kana offers to help Aqua pack for the Miyazaki trip, saying she'll even help him pick out a good suitcase. Aqua agrees and tells her to meet him at Shinjuku Station's east exit at 4 p.m. Excited, Kana rushes home and tries on different outfits, wanting to wear something she thinks Aqua would like. When it's time, she heads out and meets him at a small restaurant where they chat for a while before leaving. Kana insists on paying for the meal, but notices a couple nearby where the man pays for everything, and it makes her quietly jealous. Still, Aqua covers his own bill, and they head to a department store where he buys a white suitcase. Kana notices the color matches her glow stick and smiles to herself. Later, they grab another bite to eat, and Kana starts to notice Aqua's calm, confident way with people. She teases him about being smooth and asks about his relationship with Akane. Aqua says he owes Akane a clear answer soon. Kana gives him a few thoughtful words before they hop into a taxi. On the way home, she feels a little disappointed he didn't take her anywhere romantic. As she scrolls through her phone, she sees a picture of Aqua with Akane and quietly wonders how things will turn out between them. The next day, Aqua meets Akane at a cafe. He takes a photo of her and watches how she plays with filters, lost in thought about where their relationship stands. Since his father is gone, Aqua feels there's no reason to keep Akane tied to his mission. As they walk together, Akane senses what's coming and tells him they should just talk it out now. When she hugs him, he steps back and listens as she admits she still wants to help him somehow. Aqua explains his search for his father, saying he's finally free, but Akane catches a hole in his words and walks away quietly, thinking about whether to tell him the truth she's realized. Meanwhile, Ruby visits Ai's grave and tells her how everything's been going, mentioning Aqua too. As she walks away, an unknown man approaches the same grave, standing silently before Ai's name. Back in the present, Ruby, Memcho, and Kana listen to the new song Himura composed for them. Later that night, Memcho walks alone and calls her friend Anemone, telling her about the song. Anemone gets hyped and suggests filming a music video in Miyazaki. Memcho isn't sure, but Anemone convinces her to think about it, and she decides to discuss it with Miyako. Soon after, Kana arrives at the airport for the trip. She isn't exactly thrilled to see Akane joining them, while Ruby happily greets Akane and jokes about her future with Aqua. When the group reaches Takachio in Miyazaki, Anemone welcomes them and shows them around. She tells them about the goddess Ame no Uzume no Mikoto, known for blessing performers with luck. Kana wants to visit the shrine, but Anemone insists they focus on filming first. Akane and Aqua stay behind, and Akane convinces Aqua to visit Amano Iwado's shrine. Aqua suggests stopping by a hospital that once meant something to him and Ruby. There, he asks a worker about Goru, but she has no info. After that, Aqua takes Akane to a quiet hilltop and then to Goru's old home. He explains who Goru was, a doctor who once dreamed of helping others but died young, leaving nothing but memories behind. Then, the story shifts to a flashback of Goru sitting beside a sick girl named Serena, holding an eye keychain she won. Back in the present, Anemone films Ruby, Kana, and Memcho for their music video. Aqua and Akane arrive, and Kana tries to show off her outfit, hoping to impress Aqua. Akane adjusts her clothes, and Aqua gives her a half-hearted compliment that leaves Kana sulking. Later, Akane and Aqua watch the girls perform from afar. Akane warns Aqua that dating Kana could ruin her career since idols can't afford scandals. Aqua stays quiet, understanding the risk. After filming, Ruby and Akane take a walk when a crow suddenly snatches Ruby's room key. They chase it through the woods until it leads them to a dark cave. Inside, they spot a lifeless body, and as Ruby looks closer, her heart sinks. It's Goru, the man she's been dreaming about all this time.